Hello. So today I'd love to talk to you about calming your anxiety with a to-do list. But there's a certain way that I do my to-do list that has really helped me calm anxiety because my to-do list used to provoke anxiety in me. And it used to do that because I just put way too much on the list, but yet things still needed to get done. So I want to go through what I've learned that has helped me to really take my anxiety from up here to down here and still get things done. So the first thing that you want to do is something called a brain dump. So a brain dump is where you're going to sit down and literally just write down on paper everything that you feel needs to get done. No questions, you're just getting it out on paper. You're not questioning it yet. So once you have everything down on paper that you think needs to get done, what I want you to do is review that list and prune it. So I learned this from Kate Northrup's book, Do Less, and it really, really helped me because a lot of times we think we need to do certain things, but we really don't. We're just putting things on our list to keep ourselves busy. So if it's business, you really need to ask yourself, will this particular thing really get me to my end goal? If it's something personal, really ask yourself, does this really need to be done? Or am I just putting something on the list, right? And see how it feels in your body. That's how you're going to really get a sense of what needs to stay and what needs to get pruned. So take some time, put some nice music in the background, and take some time to really sit down with your brain dumping list and ask yourself what really needs to get done and what doesn't. So after you have your list, now you have your list of what you feel needs to get done. What I do is I find a place on the calendar for everything left on my list, okay? But I don't allow myself more than 3 items a week on top of what I'm already doing. So let's say for my business, I know every week I have my maintenance of where I'm scheduling my social media posts, I'm writing my e-blast, I'm doing my stories, those are things that are just every week get done, right? So those things will always get done every week, but I won't give myself no more than 3 things. Sometimes it may just be one thing extra that week on top of what I'm already doing. If it's personal life, we know that we're already like cooking dinner, cleaning, doing homework with the kids, having our regular jobs, right? So that's already like our maintenance. Like that's just already fit into our schedule. So on top of that, I won't put any more than 1 to 3 things. So if you want to clean and organize your house, let's say, you're not going to do that in 1 week, right? So you could break it down to rooms. Like this week, I'll clean the living room. And depending on how much you need to clean, you can even break that down into months. Maybe like this month, I'll clean the living room. And then, week 1, I'm going to go through my books, and week 2, I'm going to go through all my pictures, and week 3, and you can go like that. So you can really schedule it at a pace that really works for you. If it's business, then what you want to do is really put what you feel needs to get done first and really figure out the steps, right? So sometimes I would put 3 things, but not realize that those 3 things actually had 3 or 4 steps of their own. So it's really to be mindful and break things down into micro pieces, okay? So you brain dump, then you're going to prune. What really needs to be done? What can I just take off my list that really doesn't need to be done right now? And then whatever's left, you can schedule on your calendar no more than 1 to 3 things a week on top of your already scheduled things that, you have to do. And then I'm old school. You can use digital stuff, but I'm old school and I use this big old calendar and I have it out on my dresser so that way when I wake up, I see what needs to be done. And so what I do is I will schedule stuff out for the month so that way I know what needs to be done. And then I will make myself a to-do list at the beginning of each week. So it's all on here already, but to kind of allow my mind to just work kind of week by week. On Sunday night, I'll go to this calendar and I actually have something I want to share with you. I found this at the Container Store. And so this breaks down each day what I need to do. And I put my non-negotiables on here. So it'll always say meditate, exercise 30 minutes. I'm still working on the exercise for 30 minutes, but I always have meditate. So that way I can check it off. And then I'll put, whatever I'm working on here. So that really helps me because when your mind begins to start thinking about, oh, I need to do this particular thing, you can just have a dialogue with yourself and say, oh no, we have that scheduled for whatever date you have it scheduled for. It's here on the calendar. And you could do this months in advance. I work quarterly. So I'll schedule January, February, March, what I'm going to focus on, what I'm going to do, and then April, May, June, and then July, August, September, and then October, November, December. So that's the way I work. I hope this helps you. If anything, start out with a brain dump and prune things off the list, okay? And then just find a place on the calendar. This will really help you calm anxiety and still help you to be productive and get the things done that you need to get done. I hope this helped you. And if you would like to connect more, you can find me at angelaacamando.com or on Instagram at angelaacamando. Message me if you have any questions because I'd love to answer them for you. Ciao for now.